What's up, traders? Matt from the Trade Brigade here doing a technical analysis on ticker symbol DOCU for Docusign Inc. On the left-hand side, we have the daily time frame, and on the right-hand side, we have the 30-minute intraday time frame. First thing I need to make you aware of is that these guys did give us an earnings announcement after the bell today, so let's flip on the extended hours session and see what is going on with the numbers. So right off the bat, you can see some extreme volatility, large red-bodied candle, huge upper wick on it as well, followed up with a large green-bodied candle. So I'm not entirely sure if we will be opening on a gap up or down as of right now. So let's just start off by mapping out obvious areas of support and resistance from the daily perspective. And then the other thing we'll note is just the pre-market high and pre-market low as of now, remembering that a lot can happen between now and 9:30, but we'll just use these numbers as a guideline. So turning that back off and then flipping the attention over to the daily, you can clearly see that we will be, again, having an overnight high that's, comparable almost to the top of this range and an overnight low that's comparable to the low of the range. So I think it's noteworthy that if we can get a breakout in one direction or another, we're kind of looking for a larger move to develop since we will be moving outside of this overall range, which we've just outlined. So some numbers to watch out for. Again, pre-market high as of now is 304.19 and pre-market low is 284.89. You can round those off to nice whole numbers if you so choose. Now, on a further breakdown, what would be the area I would target to the downside? Well, I would sort of split the difference between some of these wicks and maybe look at 275 as an area of support down underneath, which of course would be a target on a downside play, something that would look like that. Looking left on the chart from here, though, you can clearly see that this large move to the upside didn't really happen on the greatest structure. So the next major area of support I could see would be the prior area of resistance, probably in here close to 257.30, and then underneath I would argue there's a zone around that 246 area. So again, these are far away. I wouldn't expect them to go there all in one day, but those are the areas I'm seeing. To the upside, if we get a breakout up and over the 304.20 and kind of clear this up here, keep in mind, again, there is a bump in the road closer to 310 the whole dollar, but if we can get the breakout here, we're essentially looking at blue sky territory. So what does that mean? That just means you're looking at whole dollars, half dollars, any intraday levels that do form, and on something that will now be trading above $300, you're probably looking at whole dollars, $5, and $10 marks as major areas of psychological resistance as we move again into those blue skies and uncharted territories. The last thing I want to do with you, it's something we haven't done too often on the channel, but is break out the Fibonacci extension. So instead of looking at the move in hindsight, we'll look at where this could be going into the future through the lens of extension, and the lines we always want to pay attention to on the extension side are always the 61.8 and then of course the 100% extension. In this case, again, these numbers are a far shot away, but a potential major area of resistance overhead could be the 61.8 here at 344.13 and the 100% extension up there closer to 382. Am I saying again that it gets there all in one day? Absolutely not, but maybe some overhead levels that are worth putting some emphasis into if there's a large breakout to the upside that exists over the span of a week, 2 weeks, even a couple of months, right? So those are my thoughts here on Docusign. A lot is going to really depend on that overnight range and which direction it does break in. If we open inside of the prior day's range, aka what happened today, then just zooming in a little bit, you can see there's an intermediate area that I would encourage you to have on the charts at $292.62. If we open below, look for consolidation here to be bearish and then a breakdown to do something like that. If we open above, look for the more bullish outcome, again, holding on to that as support and then looking for the breakout to do something like that. So those are my thoughts here on Docusign. Those are the levels I would be paying attention to. If you enjoyed the video or learned anything new, let me know in the comments section or by giving the video a thumbs up. There will be a lot of eyes on this one tomorrow. Don't forget our main channel is linked in the description. And all of that being said, I wish you a green trading week.